So, hello everyone, Morning time for Ancient Magus Bride Season 2, right? After all these years, and then let's go to Stone, of course. A guy almost as smart as me, right? But, anyway, it's kind of like a full circle here. I started my channel, right? This channel here, I mean, I'm more much about this channel. And this was one of the animes, one of the first animes ever reviewed, right? Ancient Magus Bride. Chise and so on. And some interesting goes here, but I'll say this thing here, right? I love this anime in the beginning of season 1, right? And then I really, I was like, oh my god, the ending is weird. Yeah, the ending was not very good. He so easily just kind of overcame the bad guy. It felt really weird. It was a very good start, and then the anime really fizzled out, right? So, that's what happens here. And one thing I want to point out immediately here, though, is that opening 2, right, was terrible. And it's a good song, but it had 0 new scenes, right? Opening 1 looks great, right? Opening 2... they just took older scenes from the like fights in season 1 or whatever, and put it in the opening. Yeah, it was like really weird. Like it was super lazy, like an AMV, you know. Exactly like an AMV. I was like, what? So I don't know. This anime budget kind of went down the hill, right? In the second core, right? So what happened? Anyway, let's have watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But I was being honest in the review, right? You know, review reaction, whatever you call it, right? I mean, a little bit like, well. Yeah, last time they kind of, I don't know, they were out of budget or something. Something like that, yeah. Anyway, it's like a thing flying around. Is it the opening? I think it's the right thing. It's like a production company thing. This is the episode. I haven't seen it yet. It's just like stuff's happening. There's like water. This is the opening? No, but I don't think so. Is it all the characters? Did you go to school now? Yeah, it looks beautiful, but like the anime was always a good look. Can I be wrong? Oh yeah, it's like some new Chise goes to Academy. Yeah, it's like Magical Academy, right? Here you are. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's Chise, of course. Yeah, it's actually going to Magical Hero Academia. Jesus, son. Yeah, it was like weird because we saw someone like some kind of like crystals flying around something, and I was like, what am I watching? Is this the right TV channel? It is the right channel, right? New opening. Well, at least they have a new animation this time. They're not the same animation. They're not reusing old animation for opening. At least that's good. That's good. But like I said, the first part of first season was really good. It kind of was really weird. It kind of I said they dropped the button and everything. Second part. But it really is like a Magical Academia. She's just going to Magical Academia, definitely. It's like in school and so on. It feels like maybe a massive difference from the first season. Here standing with Coach Elias on next to the house, I guess. Yeah, and got a nice. Yeah, their familia. And then Elias form so on. And I had the Phoenix thing going on. Oh, what, like I'm reducing a snake? That's weird. Yeah, the opening is kind of cray. The opening is kind of mindfuck. Yeah, like what? And then he, of course, is the bad guy that just kind of gave up in season 1. Oh, that was so weird. But yeah, I should go to school or something. It's like she's going to medical. It really is. This in here, standing in the classroom, like you know the different clothing. Jesus Christ. She's going to school, guys. She's going to Magical Academia. It's back in time because it started with her in the school, but I guess now they're going to do why she's going to school. This is it's weird, honestly. If it's like, am I supposed to have read the manga or a novel in between the season 1 and 2? Because now they're not in school. Now they're back at home again, and I guess now they've been introduced to going to school or something, but it really feels like that they skipped over, you know, like a couple of chapters in between here. Yeah, they were like, chapter 50 to 75, that arc, not that interesting. Let's just jump to the school arc. Yeah, like they had like, you know, fighting the wandering arc, and I don't know, the mermaid arc, that's like the school arc, and they were like, the mermaid arc, let's ignore that one, yeah, let's just jump to school arc, that's more popular. People really like the school arc, so let's just go there now. That's really how it feels. Yeah, it feels like I've missed an arc or two in between here. But whatever, I'm just saying. But it really is Magical Academia, right? I have to argue the powers. One guy is like, look at my naval laser power, yeah, and so on. Definitely. But this anime has some really, you know, emotional bits, right? Like the guy with the cats and so on. Yeah, like they have some. That's where the anime was the strongest, I would say, on these the mini arcs probably. But this is weird now. Remember how she basically is a wife-slave thing? I remember now how this anime is so, you know, problematic, as we say these days, right? Yeah, back in those days, this anime was the focus back in those days. Jesus Christ, I feel so old saying that. But yeah, like I started my channel basically when this anime started airing, right? And yeah, I feel this anime just didn't get enough hate, I feel. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that other people, right? You know who I'm talking about. Some certain people that also hate Mar and so on. They weren't really around when this anime aired because Jesus Christ, this anime is problematic, man. She's basically his sex slave, yeah, like it's straight up, right? Yeah, straight up. She's like bought by some random monster guy. I guess you can argue it's like the Beauty and the Beast, I guess, right? But no, it's way weirder, yeah. See, like remember this thing, you know, and remember how he like basically awed her and so on in one episode, that arc? And he like forced his, yeah, no, when he went crazy. Yeah, and the Wonder. They're gonna recap now, I guess. But this anime is seriously problematic in that sense, right? I mean, I don't care about it, but you know what I mean. In that political aspect. But seriously, yeah, I don't remember anyone complaining about it. Maybe I just started YouTube and I didn't think about it too much. But I don't know. I mean, I do remember a lot of people complaining about other stuff. Shield Hero, I mean, was really hated, right? That has to be probably the year after this anime. Shield Hero, 1 or 2 years after? 1 year after, probably? Half a year after? But yeah, she's staring into her slave master's eyes there. This anime is really weird. I'm sorry, but this part is really weird. How she has Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, this anime is... Now remember, this is the anime with... I mean, she got like the biggest Stockholm Syndrome ever. I mean, she's basically his slave. He captured her as he bought her. And then he's really abusive to her in the end of that season. He was like terrible to her, you know, terrible, really terrible, yeah. And she's just like, oh, whatever, yeah. She accepts it. She's like, no one's ever loved me. My mom, you know, hated me and so on. Yeah, she's just like, oh my god, she got Stockholm Syndrome maximum. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I remember now. But anyway, it's the principal, I guess. That is like a flower lady or something. That looked really weird. She was like, do you want a flower? And it's like giving me your finger. Yeah. Oh, I can grow fingers. You want my finger? It's like, no, I don't want your finger. Like, weird flower lady. Why would she break off a flower from her own body? Even though it just grows in her body? That looked really weird. Yeah, it's like, here you go. Yeah, so clearly the principal is a hentai. Yeah, gotta have her, Chise. I mean, seriously, that was weird. Am I the only one? I used to remember how effed up this anime is now. Yeah, I haven't rewatched it since this, like, you know, years ago, you know, like 4 years ago, whatever, yeah. 3-4 years ago, I haven't seen it in 3 years or something. I just remember now, oh yeah, that's weird. She broke off her finger body, or her flower body part, and gave it to her. That was not a new character. I guess a teacher, I guess. It's like a black guy in the... Yeah, I guess so. I don't know really, we didn't see much of him, but... He's probably a teacher. Probably. They're just gonna show them. No, they got like an advanced... It really is going to school, man. She's just going to the Magical Academia. Oh, we got this. It's like blue look, you know. Oh, we got different dorm things underneath the world. And we got like... Here's different classrooms and different school powers. And, you know, yeah, it's like an underground Magical Academia. Harry Potter. This is Harry Potter now. Like, seriously, yeah. It used to be Stockholm Syndrome, the anime, but now it's like Harry Potter instead, yeah. See? And now it's like, here's a laboratory, here we have this garbage, here's the kitchen, here we do experiments. Yeah, so they have an underground Harry Potter place. Like, straight up. This anime is going into the Harry Potter arc. That's how we call it now. Harry Potter / My Academia arc, yeah. That's what it becomes now, man. Jesus Christ. Where's my... Here we go. Yeah, of course, some weird hentai teacher. She's like a living plant or something. No, I mean a caterpillar, yeah, it's like a caterpillar. Yeah, okay, of course. Everyone's gonna be a weird freak, right? Everyone's gonna be a hentai. Yep, she's half human, half caterpillar. Very attractive. This is probably some hentai with this shit out here. This is probably some Rule 34 on this, man. Yeah, on like weird bug lady. Yeah, like half caterpillar lady. Not as sexy as like bunny girls and... I don't know, guys. But I prefer, you know, like Mirko and Midnight Sensei over like Caterpillar Sensei. But she got big tits at least. I give her that. Yeah, she got really big oppa, so she got that going for her. But yeah, Caterpillar waifu, not as attractive maybe as how they can be in other animes. And she has no eyes. That's really weird. Yeah, her eye, or she got bug eyes instead. Yeah, that's very unattractive. Yeah, like the 1,000 tiny bug guys definitely kind of is weird. But as often she stays so dead inside, she's so apathic, right? She's like, oh yeah, bug lady is gonna look at my, you know, lady parts. Yeah, whatever. Like, she's just like, yeah, of course. Bug lady doesn't scare me. This poor girl, man, she's been through, she's so like, she got an incredible PTSD. She's just like dead inside completely. It's like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, the caterpillar woman wants to look at inside of my, you know, VVG. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, it's like, maybe you should question this a little bit. See, it's what I mean. She's like, you know, shit happens. She's so apathic. I remember now how incredibly weird she's as a main character is, because she's almost completely dead inside. Yeah, she's like broken by her. I mean, it's sad, but yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. Like she's just broken inside, completely broken inside. Oh yeah, but she definitely got Stockholm Syndrome. Definitely. Which is the opposite of Lima Syndrome. Yeah, Lima Syndrome is called when the captor falls in love with the victim, which you could argue Elias has, but I don't know, man. This guy, I don't know. Maybe. I'll do some context though. Are you scared? Yeah, he's like, am I scared? Do I have feelings of fear? Yeah, I guess he's more worried than fearful that she's gonna happen to her. Maybe you could argue he's afraid she'd be injured or something at school. But if it's more like worry, right? It's more a right word for it than being afraid. Like, I mean, I guess you're afraid your daughter or whatever would be like, I don't know, bullied at school or whatever, right? But it's more like you're worried. I think that's the correct word for it, or whatever. Not really exact same emotion, right? But I guess you're a mixture of that, I suppose. But yeah, he's kind of like her dad. Yeah, he's kind of like her dad. In a weird way. Yeah, so not... I wonder how they grow all these plants underneath the earth. I guess you're some kind of magic to give it like a fake sun or something. Yeah, there's like a sun down there, but aren't they underground? But when he showed us Hogwarts, how Hogwarts works, then it was kind of like it's underground, so there has to be a magical fake sun or something underneath the earth then that gives this like light that the plants can grow or something. Maybe it's never night there because it's only been bright so far. Oh, another... Oh, this guy? Oh, he's back, yeah. But the anime looks great, right? I mean, the anime is really visually good. Like, see her eyes here. That looked really good. And zooming in on her beautiful green eyes. Reflecting the green caterpillar lady. Caterpillar waifu. Reflected by that, yeah. Sounds like she's pregnant, yeah. Who knows, man? Yeah, I can easily throw him though. That was a weird comedy. Oh, this anime! I remember now. I remember how weird this anime is. And now she's like, oh yeah, yo, my hand is like injured because, you know, I touched like the evil wanderer guy. He cursed my hand permanently, and like my soul is like going to hell or something. That's why it's completely black. Yeah, it's like, but yeah, but her hand is of course cursed, right? Or whatever you call it. Yeah, it's destroyed, right, by the. Maybe it's a wanderer. It looks like the wanderer is in school. Oh, there's Ruth. He's also there at school. Yeah, he's in the shadow, I guess. Yeah. Isn't that kind of weird though? The caterpillar waifu, she threw out the other guys because she's like, no, but you can't be here when we talk about lady parts. You know, if you're gonna talk about her, you know, Veggie and so on. You can't stay in here. But she didn't throw out her like shadow dog that's living in the shadows and listening to them talking about her organs and so on. It's a little weird actually. Yeah, the dog stayed in there. But is Elias not gonna be in the anime anymore then? I mean, he obviously gonna be, but I mean, if you think Elias gonna be kicked out of the anime, at least for like, some episodes, because if you go to school, he's kind of like the All Might. He's just kind of like has to leave his daughter there, go to school, right? Yeah, like he's gonna be. Of course, he's gonna reappear every now and then, but it does feel like he's gonna leave and maybe not be that big part of the episodes if she's going to school, right, with all these new classmates and teachers, and yeah, it does feel like she's gonna be a bunch of new characters focused instead of him. I don't know if it's better or worse, but that's how it seems. So this season seems to be a pretty big departure from the previous seasons, perhaps. I mean, certainly it's gonna be like a mystery at the school, and she will be bullied or whatever, right? And she will make new waifus or whatever, new friends and so on. Certainly it's gonna be cutesy / horror at the same time, but it does feel like a big departure from a premise standpoint. Instead of going around saving people from evil cat demons or whatever, she's gonna be at school, yeah. It's like a school manual. Yeah, the typical Hogwarts. Yeah, I mean, it's even very similar to Hogwarts because isn't this anime taking place in England as well? Just like Harry Potter, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but doesn't Elias live somewhere? Oh, it's like a talking cat or something? Yeah, it's like a talking cat. And she's like, oh, you got a dog here? I'm a cat. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of talking cat, of course. They're really adorable. Of course, we had a cat arc earlier, right? But yeah, but wasn't that cat arc and also where they live? Isn't that like somewhere in outside of London? Don't they live in, you know, he lives at like a farm stay somewhere in England, right? So there's no wonder this school looks very much like Hogwarts. It looks like typical British school building and so on. Yeah, she really is going to Hogwarts, seriously, yeah. Talking cats. The only thing we miss now is those ghost guys in Hogwarts. Yeah, those like flying ghost guys with no heads. Be like, hey girl, wanna help me in the bathroom or something? Yeah. Okay, the cats are weirdos. A bunch of weird cats. Okay, I'll just leave. Okay, bunch of weird cats. Never trust anyone in anime. What's she follow the cats for? I would have been like, oh no, not these weird cats again. I'm just gonna avoid them, yeah. I'm just like, no. They're probably tricking me. Them tricksters, yeah, I'll be like, no, I'm gonna go this way instead. But that's true. She is a character. She's a woman that runs into the fire, yeah. She's like, oh, fire over there! Yeah, she's a woman that runs towards the demons, yeah. In her whole life, same as she was a kid, right? She was also running into demons, yeah. She was like, oh my god, look at a demon over there, yeah. She's always doing that shit, right? Yeah, so... Of course she's following the strange cats. But they're probably good cats though, because cats generally in this world are nice, right? That's why the guy killed cats. Cats are generally, yeah, nice to people, I suppose. Yeah, now I'm gonna flashback to the dragon or the cat arc. Oh, this is my cat now or something? She's like, you're my cat now. But okay, that's how it works, I guess. You just peek, you just, everyone gets a cat. I guess like the owl in Hogwarts. Yeah, everyone really is Hogwarts. Everyone gets their own magical cat. I like it. Yeah, she's like, that's right. You're my cat, Rosalind. You're my pet cat now. Yeah, they all get their magical talking cat instead of an owl. Yeah, they're like, This is my cat now at Hogwarts. He's my roommate, and she's like going to dormitory here. Here's your Gryffindor. Here's your new roommate. Everyone got a magical cat each, I guess. I pick you, cat. Yeah, I was like, okay, you pick your own cat. And she's probably gonna have an attractive roommate, right? Looks like a waifu. Yeah. Oh, I wanna see her, yeah. So of course she's lying there in her her roommate is lying there in the bed, of course, half naked, of course, because it's anime. This is the difference between anime and Harry Potter, right? That Harry Potter, when he enters his dorm, right, the female characters aren't naked. But in the anime, it's like, oh, hello, I'm gonna live here now. You open the door up this, right? And then it's like, boobs. That's the difference, I guess, mostly from the difference between Harry Potter and... oh yeah, she was bullied at school, right? Yeah. Of course, you can always see demons and monsters. Yeah, everyone hated her. We know it's a flashback. We don't know her. Everyone hated her. She was a demon. She could see the ghost. But her roommate is also probably some kind of monster, so it's probably fine. Yeah, her roommate, her new best friend, is probably like a mermaid or something, so it's... probably won't bully her because she has magical powers. No. But she's lying there in her bedroom, though, looking weird, of course, because of the anime. Just... But seriously, it is like Hogwarts. He's bullied her friends. Now I'm gonna enter and meet my new Gryffindors. And it's like, oh, she's naked. Nice. Just do it, Chise. You can't be afraid to meet your new roommate. Do it. Oh, nice. Smacks her with the... hits her with the door. Immediately, best friends, man. Hits her in the face with the door. Yeah. This is how I be best friends now. See, she got big op-eyes, yeah. She's in her underwear because of your op-eyes and boobies, yeah. Very good anime. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, bitch, yeah. And she's all feisty and showing off her bras and so on, yeah. Showing off her... I mean, of course, it's not, you know... She's obviously etchy, yeah. It's a slight etchy right there, of course. I'm Chise? Can we be best friends? Okay. She's like, we be best friends now, right? That's your bad, loser. It's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I hit you in the door. God ass Chise, poor Chise, man. It's like, yeah, yeah. And then it's something in her ass. Perfect. Good anime, yeah. Very, very short punches, very good. But, yeah, I love it. She hits her with the door in her head. She's all like, screw you, lady. I hate you. Yeah. And she's like, that's my new best friend. Great. That worked out well. She didn't bully me. She just told me she hated me and wish I was... Yeah, okay, great. At least she doesn't bully me as a loser or something. But then she's just like, you know... She just decided, she's like, I am the ruler of this room now, yeah. It's like, she's a top dog, you know. She immediately immediately smacks her down and it's like, I am the ruler of this school ground. But okay. Very quick change here, yeah. Sealed, that's pretty cute actually. She can like quickly dress out there, yeah. And then she drops her phone, of course, like yeah, then they turn on kawaii. But maybe her roommate is like a vampire or something. I mean, she looks sexy, right? And she's probably like a vampire lady, yeah, because I need to sleep, yeah. She's like, shut up, close the windows, yeah. So she might be like, did you say that? Maybe I don't think so, but yeah, she's just like, she's angry at her. But she's probably some kind of nocturnal monster lady that needs to sleep and... Okay, here comes another girl. Looks like the Wanderer. Looks like a female version of the Wanderer, right? Definitely. Yeah. She meets her new... she looks a lot like the Wanderer. Could be his twin sister, basically. But there's a character in the opening that looks exactly like him almost. That's probably her then. It's like a female version of him, right? But yeah, that's Chise, baby. She's back. I mean, it feels like a massive departure from the original show, right? But now instead, yeah, she is going to an academia. She's getting like a sexy vampire lady as a roommate, right? And here she is in the ending, I think, the vampire lady. That's probably her. I think so, her eyes. Yeah, like a Sund or something, angry. And that's the older woman that we saw falling down, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely her in the ending here. What's more in the ending? Oh yeah, she's of course. This is a nice frame though, yeah, she's his face here. She's going to Hogwarts. That's a nice frame. Yeah, with her one of her hands black and so on. It looks really nice actually, the ending frame there. Okay, so these are obviously gonna be her besties, right? Yeah. These are obviously her besties, like her roommate and the girl she saves or helps in the end episode. These are like gonna be her best friends, right? BFS for life, baby. Yeah, the Sundra one and I don't know, sick one. Okay, so that's the episode ending. Okay, so soon we have, of course, Dr. Stone, baby! Thank you, how much I love thank you. Almost as smart as me, right? But anyway, let's do a quick review here. I would like to do a longer review, right? But I really want to watch Dr. Stone, right? I hope they have a new opening, because you know how great opening 1 is. You know, Stone World is just like an amazing opening. I mean, it's like, you know, Sekai! Yeah, like he wakes up there, you know, burning sin. Oh, that opening is so good. Hopefully, do a second opening. But anyway, this was interesting. I mean, I made a little bit of fun of it because yeah, like I said, I haven't seen the anime for years now, and they used to come back to me again. I say it as obviously sarcastically, people get it right, that this anime is very problematic, but it really is. And I was like, man, yeah, she got massive Stockholm Syndrome. She's basically married to her like slave master. She's in love with him, right? He's been incredibly abusive to her previously. And sitting on his lap like, oh, I love you. He's like, yeah, that's good, woman. Do what I want. They have such a weird relationship. It is really, really a bad romantic relationship, right? And now she's like, and the thing of it she's doing is that, you know, she has only bad memories. The one about her mom hates her and her friend, everyone hates her, right? You know, everyone just hates her. So her like master, her slave owner is nice to her, kind of nice to her, sometimes nice to her. She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna F this guy because he's nice to me every once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, she has a very weird life. And it is sad, of course, seeing her being like, oh shit, what if my roommate hates me, you know? But at the same time, it's so weird because the roommate is like, screw you, bitch, you know? And she's like, oh, she's so nice. You know what I mean? It's weird. This anime is weird. I remember how weird it is because, yeah, her new roommate basically is like, you and F you effing, you know. She's basically like, F you, right? And she's like, oh my god. She talked to me for 2 minutes without calling me ugly or something. This lady is so nice. I love her. Basically, right? You know? She's like, that could have gone way worse. Right? Like, more or less, yeah. She's like, oh, this works. This I can live with. Yeah, like, no, she's like, massive Stockholm Syndrome, man. Massive Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, like her roommate is mean stuff. She's like, oh, it's better being mean than being ignored or something. That being said, though, from an actual, let's joke aside. There's some truth to it, though, that it is worse. I think a lot of people growing up in school and so on, right, to be ignored. Yeah, it's so much worse, right? I was merciless bullied, right? No, but seriously, it's like worse. People probably ignore you. I've been a little bit myself, but more so bullied, right? But I read a lot of books about this, right? As you go like a course, I work with that, and yeah, it almost kind of worse when people just talk about you in the background and no one actually interacts with you, right? It's almost better being bullied, like physically or whatever. So you actually people like. This interact with you, being completely like isolated and ignored. That she sees is probably worse than actually being more like brawling, bullying, so to speak. So in a way, her behavior, I have to say, makes sense. That she's rather having a roommate that calls her ugly and bitch or whatever, right, than having a roommate that ignores her and doesn't exist. She probably actually prefers being like physically bullied than actually being ignored a little bit. But still, she has massive Stockholm Syndrome, right? The lady with massive Stockholm Syndrome, which is great. Anyway, yes, this season here feels, like I said earlier, like a massive difference from the first season, given how Chise now is going to like Hogwarts. It's like a medical school underneath London, right? And it's like British and all this stuff, and it feels a lot like Hogwarts, and it's it feels like a massive change if Elias, whatever, if he's not in the end as much anymore. Instead of she's having her new like roommates and like a new, you know, dorm, like her Gryffindors, whatever. It definitely feels like a massive difference. It might be. We haven't watched the episode, of course, but it feels like it's gonna be a big difference, right? Going to school with classes, probably some, you know, popular girls, some boys, you know. Yeah, it feels like it's gonna be a massive difference, right? But she's still in love with her master, so it probably won't be in a romance in that way. I mean, she's not gonna meet like a cute new, I don't know, beast guy or something to fall in love with, right? Maybe. I'll be interested, honestly, if she has classmates and she finds attractive, right? If she might get a boyfriend or something, it would be interesting. But she's, again, I keep saying, has like a Stockholm Syndrome love for Elias, so that probably won't happen. But it would be interesting if she actually realized that she might have a better boyfriend than Elias, but he's a terrible, terrible husband with her. Incredibly terrible with her. And yeah, people say, no, yeah, he's nice. I mean, again, yes, he's nice some of the time, but he's still just a monster, and he's still trying to, or her or whatever when it happens. Yeah, he's not like, he's like nice to her, most of the days, but sometimes he's a literal monster to her, right? So no, he isn't the perfect husband, right? He really isn't. He really isn't. Anyway, guys, subscribe, hit the like button, and see you guys soon with, of course, Dr. Stone.